What up, bro?
Dude. Close now. I gotta be the early one, and you gotta be here right before it starts.
Well, so here's the thing. I was done with work today early at 2:00, and I came home and took a shower. And then, like 2:30, Shaylin just got home. We had an event at school today, so she got home at like 2:30. So then she brought me some Chick-fil-A.
Hey,
So
I don't blame you.
you know what I'm saying? I had to eat. And
I had one of the most okay at best pizzas. Yeah, it's
one of the most okay at best. What's that, Papa John's?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just okay at best. You're right. That's a fact.
Ruby loves it, but I'm not a fan because I'm like kind of lactose intolerant, so the cheese just makes it like
chilling.
And then I get nauseous, so it's gross. But I like the crust with the garlic. Yeah.
But see, here's the problem. Here's why I was late, right? It's like 2:45, and Shaylin come out the house. She had to go get changed and stuff. So it's like 3:00 and we get back home, and we've been up mad late the last 2 days, and y'all were later than me. It's like been like 2:30 the last 2 nights, and I usually on the weekends I usually take one night off. Like I'll do I won't get on Friday night and I'll just sleep early, or Saturday, you know what I'm saying? I'll take one night off. But
right.
Thursday night I was up dummy late. Then last night I was up dummy late. And I don't really
Nobody's keeping you up that long.
No, but we playing a new thing. Not that it's new, but you know what I'm saying? We're all playing a game together, which is what we you know what I'm saying? That's what I like. We haven't done that in the grip. We used to play 2K every night till mad late. Then everybody started playing different things, and everybody just in the party talking to each other, doing different stuff.
Yeah, you get sick of playing the same thing so much. So
exactly. So now the past couple nights we've been on GTA again, and we're just vibing out on that, and that's fun. So I don't want to go. I was tired last night, but I was just as I was waiting for us to do something, I kept closing my eyes and. I was nodding a little bit. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was a little sleepy. But anyway, so it was like 3:00, and I laid down on the bed and I got under the covers, and I was just watching TikTok, but then I was like, I'm gonna
close my eyes. I'm gonna rest my eyes real quick.
I'm gonna take a little nap, and I'm gonna set my alarm for 3. You gotta give me 10 minutes to get up and go do what I gotta do. And my alarm went off, and I shut it off, and I was like, but I don't want to get up though. So I literally was in the bed, just laying down until like 3:57, and I was like, I gotta set up this. I gotta get my computer. I gotta get all my stuff, take it downstairs. I gotta set up. I was just not having it.
I've been up since 9:30.
I was up since 9, and I had to work 9 to 2.
I didn't do nothing, but yeah, I've been up.
I feel you. So now I'm just tired.
All right, well, this was an episode of
Imagine 4-minute podcasts with Aubyn and Channy.
Really, just to check in, and then we out.
Hey, how you been this week? You good? Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, all right. Well, we'll catch y'all next week. It's like that scene from. I'm gonna show it.
Okay.
I'm gonna show it because this is one of my favorite scenes from a movie because it's so stupid. He's such a good father.
Oh, wait.
What?
Oh, I'm going to pick up my son. I knew it.
It's one of my favorite For those of you who don't know who this comes from, this comes from the movie Dance Flick, a stupid parody movie, but this is one of my favorite scenes in movies ever.
What do you want? You know what I want, Charity. I'm here to pick up my son. Hey, son. All right, I'm out. I'll be back next week to pick him up again.
He's such a good father.
He's such a good father.
She's always in their parodies and shit too.
Oh my god, that's so funny. The first time I've seen that clip, I've never forgotten it. But that's how our podcasts are about to be. We come in, how are you, Chaney? All right, I'm gonna check in with you next week.
All right, we'll do this again next time. All right, see you.
He's such a good co-host.
I'll be back next week to tell me he's co-host again.
Oh man, that's funny. All right, you ready to get this show on the road?
I guess.
All right, now let's do this thing, man. In 5, imagine.
Don't do that.
Let's get the slate. Should I buy a slate?
No. What is this slate for?
Well, so we can start the show. We can start.
No.
That could be our new thing. That could be our new gimmick. We slate every episode.
We slay every episode, yes, sir.
Fact. AfroLatinos, get over here and watch this movie. Take 1. So no, we're not gonna do that. All right, heard you.
I mean,
no, I'm not doing it.
No. You can do a slate, and that's a perfect spot for me to edit it.
It's too much work. Yeah. Too much work.
That's how I know where we're starting. Like, oh, right there. All right.
Slate it in your mind.
Oh my god.
Here's your slate. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of AfroLatinos. This is your co-host, Aubyn.
And Chandler.
That's how I start it every time. It's the same opening.
That's a good one. We should start doing them often.
I do that every week. That is
Listen,
nothing.
I'm just here for the and Chandler, bro.
What's up, guys? This is another episode of AfroLatinos, your favorite podcast, brought to you every Saturday. And I'm excited. So this whole episode, no matter how long it is, it could be short, it could be long, I don't know. But we are here to talk today about Mortal Kombat. So as most of you or some of you may know, Mortal Kombat, the movie, the new release came out yesterday in theaters and on HBO Max. And Chaney and I watched the movie, and we got a lot to say.
I mean, I don't got a lot, but
well, you know,
yeah.
why don't you, with the little bit you have, why don't you get us started? What were your thoughts on the movies? Wait,
it was good.
Before we start, it is important to say, and I've said this in the description of the episode, but just in case, this episode will be full of spoilers. I don't know how to talk about a movie like this without mentioning pieces of the film. So, spoiler alert. If you are watching, if you are listening to this episode, and you have not seen Mortal Kombat the movie, and you do not want to be surprised, or you want to be surprised by the movie, do not listen until after you watch the video. Watch the movie first, because we're bound to give up something, because I really enjoyed it.
I'm going to.
Oh yeah,
that is a review.
Oh, it's gonna happen. I posted on Facebook yesterday. We gave the audience 24 hours notice. You got 24 hours to view the film. Don't watch, don't listen if you haven't seen it. So this is your formal warning. Chaney, what would you think about the movie as you make a mess of yourself?
It was good.
I'm just checking if my internet is still working. Hello? Is this thing on?
I didn't really have any problems with it myself because now I'm going in to watch Mortal Kombat. I'm not expecting Citizen Kane. I'm not expecting, Titanic or nothing crazy. It's Mortal Kombat, I'm interested to see the fights and shit. Stuff.
Did you ever see the original? The
I
OG?
did. There's like two of them, and I saw both of them.
How do you think it compared to the? Where would you rank that? Because I never saw the original movie, but I know a lot of people. Like I was reading some reviews and stuff that people were writing on Twitter, and people on Twitter were hating on the movie. And I was like, I don't know what y'all got to say bad because I was having a great time, and they were like, oh, the old movie, blah blah yada yada yada. So how do you compare?
The movie was trash, but the old movie told a lot compared to this one. It was very tournament focused, and it showed a lot of the characters. But the problem with that is like it showed everything. They tried to fit everything into one movie, and that wasn't gonna work.
And that's what a lot of people were saying. It's like Mortal Kombat. The whole idea behind Mortal Kombat is this tournament where characters are fighting. Although, in a lot of in a lot of the games, even like you're not actually playing in the tournament. There's something happening behind the story. Like you're not actually in the tournament. So I guess I don't know why people were so upset because if you like, I don't know. Mortal Kombat really has been the video games, and I love playing the video games.
Everything starts off, or like Mortal Kombat starts off with the tournament, and then Shang Tsung, goes crazy. That's basically what it showed in this one. That's basically what it is, and everything. And he's cheating, and he shouldn't be. That's literally what it was, and that's literally how it is. Yeah. Like it starts with the tournament. Like that's as simple as that. It starts with the tournament that's happened for years, but this time Shang Tsung wants to cheat, and that's how everything starts. Eventually, it's not going to be. It's nothing. Obviously, we saw the movie. It has nothing like. It started with we got to train for the tournament, and then it went somewhere else because there's so many things that happen because Shang Tsung wants to cheat.
Yeah.
I feel like you can do so much with that, and that's fine. The first movie or like the old movie, I told it a certain way. This one added this guy named Cole Young. Cole Young?
Mm-hmm. It's Cole Young. You're right.
And then the whole story with Sub-Zero and
well, and I thought it was interesting too the way because I didn't really. I guess because again, my exposure to Mortal Kombat in terms of what I know about Mortal Kombat comes from the video games. I've played probably the last 3 or 4. I think X was the first one that I ever bought for myself, and then obviously I have Mortal Kombat 11, and I think there was another one that I bought. So my exposure to the game and to the characters and the story is really just that. So I think it was kind of essential for this development of Cole Young as a character, even though he's not really in the Mortal Kombat universe that I've seen. He is an essential piece of the movie because it shows like the difference between those chosen for the tournament and those who are not, because then you have Sonya who doesn't have the marking or whatever. And, all these people have been researching the games and know what it's about. But Cole was this person who just thought he had a birthmark and he had no. So like he was necessary especially because they put him as part of Scorpion's bloodline, like that was essential to be a part of him to show like, this is his development as a character. This is how he becomes part of this universe. So I don't know. I thought it was cool the way they did that. I don't know. I think the purists, the people who grew up with the movies in the 80s and stuff, what I'm saying, they wanted to see a recreation of that movie. But even if you think about like the Karate Kid, right, with Jaden Smith, like that movie is not the same movie as the original Mr. Miyagi and Daniel-san. You know what I'm saying? So like it's a remake, but you can't just do the same movie and update it. You have to change something. And Yeah.
The remakes are like there's just it's they're never if you try to remake the movie as accurately as the other one was, but just with like newer actors, it just doesn't work. Like that movie was a certain way. Leave it that way. Just do something. If you want to reboot something, then you can just do it differently. But that's still gonna bother so many people because it's like, oh, this movie was this way, leave it that way. But it's like they're just trying to
bring a new story to a new generation or bring
exactly.
generation.
So these old school people are just always gonna be hating for no reason. Like just admire it and just enjoy it and shut up. Like Mortal Kombat, there's like what more can you possibly get from Mortal Kombat? You're getting a movie about a game and you're fighting like they're fighting. That's really what it is.
Yeah,
I had no problems with it.
I really liked oh dang, what was I gonna say? It was just there. That doesn't happen very often, but I just lost my train of thought. I felt like watching the movie like I was playing the video game. And we talked about this a little bit yesterday. Like watching the movie for me was really cool because it was like cutscene fight. Fight. And it's just like the game. If you play the story mode of the game, there's always the story. I don't ever watch them because I usually don't care about the story of the video game because I just want to play the game. And that's how I felt about the movie. Like if you're looking at Mortal Kombat as a movie to like be the greatest movie to ever exist on the planet, I don't know why you're watching Mortal Kombat.
Exactly.
Watch the fight. Like that's what I cared about. And I felt like the scenes that they were fighting were incredible. And the things that they were doing, the characters, and they were doing their thing. Although I gotta say, and this is kind of off base from what we're talking about, but it's not at the same time because we're talking about plot, and now I want to talk about character. I did not like the character of Jax. I love Jax, the character. I don't like the actor that played Jax. I feel like they missed the mark there. I think because I've seen him in a lot of other things, and I don't see him as a Jax character. You know what I mean? So I was just like, they could have done every other character I thought was played so well, and like the choices that they made for who played each character worked so well. But for me, man,
let me
Jax.
What if they would have brought Idris, right? That's his name, Idris Elba. What if they would have made him Jax?
He would have been stupid.
Too bad he's doing Suicide Squad right now.
Yeah, it would have been interesting to see. Is he in Suicide Squad?
Yeah, the new one.
You know who could have played? You know who I could have put as Jax? And Michael B. Jordan could have played a good Jax.
I mean, yeah, but he's not big like that,
But neither was that guy. Really?
That's true.
He wasn't.
I didn't have a problem with it, but I do see what you're saying. But yeah.
Just because when I look at Jax in the video game, like this really big, stocky, huge, muscle-bound guy, and then that's just so the casting choice for Jax was interesting to me. I just didn't. He's too skinny. He's thin. He's just like a normal guy, and I didn't want to see that. I wanted to see.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, once his arms turned into the regular arms. If he would have been bigger, I think it would have been better. But I feel like his arms were too big for him.
Yeah. The arms were massively big for his small body. I did not like it. It was just that was the one character that I was sitting there like, I just could do. I want to change that one, and that's it. But
I wonder who they're gonna use for Johnny Cage. I can say that.
Matter of fact, I'll tell you what Twitter's saying. Have you been on Twitter and seen what they're saying, Channy?
I have been on Twitter, but I have not seen anything anybody has said.
All right, so the big reveal, and because we already told y'all that that this was happening, we already told you we are going to be spoiling things for you. In the movie, Johnny Cage is not a character in the film. Okay, he is not show up, which upset a lot of people. Were you upset not seeing Johnny Cage?
Not really. I mean, kind of, but like, if they're gonna make another one, then he better be in it. You know what I mean? If they make more, I'm not upset that they didn't show him.
I feel like because the movie was only slightly less than 2 hours, the story of Johnny Cage is so deep because with Johnny Cage, then, well, the only thing they could have done with bringing Johnny Cage actually into the movie was hinting at the love story between him and Sonya. They could have just barely, like, it could have been a glance during the fight. It could have been something. But the problem is he's such a character and such a big character. I actually think he would have taken away from the story that they were trying to tell, because it really wasn't about him. It was about everyone else. Hezo, you didn't watch the movie, bro? We told you, bro.
We told you from the start. The post says
gotta watch the movie, bro.
The post says spoilers alert. Like, oh.
So he's such a big character that I don't think they could have put him in the movie because he would have detracted from the overall story they were trying to tell.
That's probably why they like hinted at it at the end. In the next movie, we'll get the whole Johnny Cage stuff.
You're right.
If they make another one.
If they never make another movie, I'm gonna be upset because I want another movie tomorrow. That's just how I feel after watching that movie, bro. It was so freaking good. I was so pleasantly surprised.
Actually, you want another movie?
Yes.
Yesterday. Yes.
Right. I did. I just
today, technically, because yesterday you said tomorrow. Which is
I don't want to wait 2 years, which is what I'm gonna have to do.
Yeah.
But the special.
You'll forget about it. Oh fuck!
I don't know what that. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I don't know. Is that Morse code? What's that? Is that song language? Are you good? Anyway, back to Johnny Cage. He's not one of my favorite characters at all. I actually find him incredibly annoying. So I was glad that he wasn't in the movie. But this is what a lot of people are saying about Johnny Cage in the movie and who should play him. And I'm interested to hear your thoughts. Because I could see it. I would hate it, but I
have something in my mind right now. Oh my god! I see it.
The only person I will accept playing Johnny Cage in Mortal Kombat, Mike Mizanin, the Miz, from the WWE. Do you agree?
I see it. I absolutely see it.
He is. I was like, ew, but then I was like, yeah.
He's Johnny Cage right now in WWE.
He is Johnny Cage right now in the WWE.
He's Miz Cage right now.
The annoying, over the top, outlandish character. I could see it, and I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at it.
Who, if it wasn't for the Miz, did you say you had a thought of who you wanted it to be?
Kind of, but I don't really see it. It depends on how they go with Johnny Cage. Yeah, so I was like Ryan Reynolds, but like I was like, it depends if they make him like very sarcastic and big headed. Like Ryan Reynolds could play that.
Like if they played, if Deadpool was Johnny Cage,
Ryan
Reynolds could do the character because he played Deadpool so well. But
then you showed The Miz, I was like, yeah, never mind. Yeah.
The problem with Ryan Reynolds would be because people see him now as Deadpool. He makes this, and Deadpool and Johnny Cage are very similar characters. So how do you play the same character but differently? You know what I'm saying? Like that's the exact same character.
I'll tell you how.
Do something to distinguish between the two.
He can do something to distinguish. If he doesn't curse as Johnny. Well, never mind. Johnny, yeah, it's very R-rated. So yeah, no, yeah, you know how to change
character. It would have to be a voicing thing. I think Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool had like such a specific tone of voice in the way that he talked that he would have to change that. But they're pretty much the same character. But anyway,
I think Kano was very well casted.
Kano was very well casted. Yeah, I hated him the entire movie, and I did hate him the entire movie. And
as soon as they turned on the light and they showed that it was Kano, I was like, I hate him. I hate Kano. I despise Kano.
I must admit, I loved the addition of Cabal in this movie. I like using him.
He was kind of cocky, kind of like sarcastic or whatever.
The villain version of Johnny Cage. That's what a lot of people were saying. Like they were like, "Oh, you chose Cabal over Johnny Cage," but they needed a bad guy to be there. Like they needed, you know what I'm saying? They needed them to overcome the odds, and Johnny Cage would have just overpowered everything. So
I was talking to my friend, and they were like, some of the costumes weren't my favorite. Like Sub-Zero's wasn't really like my favorite. It wasn't really blue. It was very, huh?
he just looked like Sub-Zero.
He did look like Sub-Zero. I don't know. There was something about it that was like, it's obviously Sub-Zero, and I can tell it's Sub-Zero, but it was too black. If you were new, I'd be okay with it, but it was too black. You know, I didn't see blue enough. But
while you're on the subject, real quick, I'm sorry to cut you off, but Sub-Zero. This dude,
that boy had no remorse.
This dude was out to murk somebody and take their whole life. Every single scene he was in, didn't care about nothing or nobody. He killed that Scorpion before he became Scorpion. He killed dude's kid and his wife, froze him dead, stabbed the wife through the heart. Also, this. And I didn't catch this. I didn't see it until Twitter. At the end of the movie, in the fight against Scorpion, which was Sub-Zero and Scorpion, that fight was crazy. And Cole Young being involved in that too.
Yeah.
But let me tell you how cold this brother Sub-Zero is in this movie. So this man in the movie, I'm gonna share the picture because I did not catch it, and I don't know if you saw this. So in the fight, right, he stabs Scorpion, cuts him, slices him, something. The blood comes out. Sub-Zero froze the blood and made the blood into a sword to stab dude again. I missed that, and when I saw this on Twitter, I was like, "Oh,
you didn't see it? How'd you miss it?"
I don't know how I saw it happen, but I was confused. I was like, what did he just do? Like, I just see the blood, but
he got his blood, he like froze it, stabbed him, he put the ice ball and threw his Scorpion through it.
I completely missed it. But I was like, bro, that is the baddest thing I ever seen. You gonna stab somebody and then stab them with their blood? No, that's different. Now that is different.
Cuts them, turns into ice, and stabs them. Oh my god! Boy.
I'm sorry.
Cabal, right? Cabal.
I don't know if it's Cabal or Cabal, but one of the two.
Yes, him, Cabal. His outfit, the way he was running, like his speedy stuff. I was like, I feel like it's very easy to do it now because of how so many speedsters we have. We have Flash and the movie and the show. We have a bunch of speedster stuff, so I feel like. So I liked it. The purple. Yeah,
everything was great. I mean, everything about the movie, top to bottom, was perfect. And then, I gotta say, I thought it was hilarious. Again, spoiler alert: this episode is full of them. If you're still watching and you haven't seen the movie, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. It's so funny seeing Jax at the beginning of the movie because I was like, wait a minute, Jax has arms. What happened to Jax's arms? Because the Jax I know in the game has metal arms and metal hands. And I'm like, something's got what's gonna happen first? What's gonna happen to him to make him lose his arms? How did they lose his arms? And in that, also, I saw, bro, Twitter be revealing stuff to me, bro, and I didn't catch it, and I know you didn't catch it. When Sub-Zero, before Sub-Zero freezes Jax's arms and snaps him off, my dad texted me. He was watching the movie after I had already seen it. He texted me and was like, well, Jax didn't last long. And I was like, nah, he gotta cut. I was like, oh, just keep watching that because he can't die. He's, because I know he's still there and has the metal arm. So I knew that's what it was coming to. But anyway, sometime in that fight scene, they showed a picture of something on the wall. And it was like down, right, low punch or something like that. They put, and if you look at like Sub-Zero's moves, his move list from like the original OG MK game, one of his combos is downright low punch, and they put it in the movie on the wall of the factory somewhere. And I was like, these cats are, where did they come up with this stuff? How you just going, it's like an Easter egg, and you love to find those things in the movies. I was like, bro, that is crazy. They really put his actual combo on the wall of the movie. However,
hello.
But I appreciated the movie for a couple of things. One, I appreciated the true to form Mortal Kombat, just like I was playing a video game. I'm watching it on the screen, cutscene fight, like I saw, like or talked about before. But then I'm trying to like recognize characters and that's this person, or that this person's coming up, and then being disappointed when they don't actually come up. Like I was expecting Noob Saibot to come the entire movie.
Oh no.
I was waiting for
Sub-Zero was still alive the whole time. There was no way.
Yeah, I was waiting for Jade or something, any of these other characters to come through. So I appreciated the anticipation I had for who they were going to surprise us with next, which is why the ending was cool when they were, he was going to find Johnny Cage. Before that, I was like, oh, who are they going to? I mean, Hollywood has to be him, but I was like, who are they going to Hollywood to find? Like, who's the next person with this marking? But I also liked that they did not shy away from the gore. Part of the greatness,
Kung Lao.
But bro, when he said, and
just like the game too, that happened exactly in the game,
exactly like it is in the game. The fact that they had all the fatalities. The only thing that I hated was the fact that they didn't say that dude didn't say fatality.
Did you hear it?
No, I missed it.
It said a couple times during the movie. It said like fatality. It said like finish him and stuff like that.
Now I heard. Well, Shang Tsung says finish them, and I was like, oh, there it is. I love that. And
after Kung Lao does that, you hear it. You hear it a couple times.
Does he say it?
Who? Kung Lao
might say it after he's.
You just ask when you see them die, you hear it. You just hear it.
No, you know what Kung Lao said? What? You're right. Bro, this is part of the thing I loved about the movie so much was that they kept like the lines that you love from the games they put into the movie. When Kung Lao fights that girl, right? So he does the hat thing, turns into a saw, splits her, right down the center, just splits her meat right in half. Just disgusting. And it was fantastic at the same time. And then he puts the hat on. He said, flawless victory.
Yeah, that too.
Which is what happens when you win a match and don't get touched. It's a flawless victory. And I was like, yo, this is so dope. But then the last one in Scorpion and Sub-Zero's fight, when he does the chain thing and he sticks him with the blade, he said, get over here. I was like,
you gotta hear it. You can't just have him do a spear and not hear it.
It was so great. I just love those little pieces that reminded me of the game so much. Man, I don't have enough good things to say about the movie, man. I really enjoyed it. And I'm ready for this to just be a series because there are so many different storylines and so many characters. There's been 11 Mortal Kombat games?
Basically, yeah.
There's so many stories.
I don't think they had a story in like the first 3, 4, but eventually they began the story. So,
but there's you got Kotal Khan and all of his things. You have in the latest game, you have Cetrion and what's her name. You've got Garrus, the time thing, all of that. You've got you got Melina, who was in the movie and she was absolutely disgusting. You have Jade and Katana, who wasn't in the movie, who would be great to see. You have the change of Kung Lao. It's action from.
It's action. Like a boy fighting. It'll start right in the beginning. The movie's short and there's a lot of fighting. So yeah. throughout the whole movie is a lot of action. So.
Kung Lao and what's dude's name with the fire?
Liu Kang?
Liu Kang. Thank you. They have.
I'm out, yo.
I just forgot his name. I'm thinking so many characters. Liu Kang. I'm pretty sure Liu Kang in the game, at some point becomes evil too, doesn't he?
Liu Kang or Kung Lao?
Liu Kang. I know Kung Lao gets his soul snatched from.
In 11, he becomes bad because of like one of the bad guys or whatever like turned him bad. But it was don't ever disrespect the demon. That's a fact. I'm saying he the first guy to Liu Kang, bro. Like,
sorry, bro.
So in 11, Chronica is like the time like person, like the last boss, and she makes it happen every timeline that Raiden and Liu Kang turn on each other, and then like Raiden turns bad, and then Liu Kang turns bad.
Yeah,
I don't know if they'll ever use that, but if they do, I don't know. I doubt it, but like, yeah, he doesn't. He like Liu Kang is always good, so there's no way he could like turn bad. And I don't like the way that like that they made Liu Kang look in the movie. I feel like he's a lot stronger than that. Like way stronger than that. And like Raiden and Liu Kang together is gross, but the way they make Raiden and then Liu Kang is just like the god and then puny Liu Kang.
I don't know. I think they really showed. I think that it took Kung Lao. Is that canonical? Is Kung Lao always bad? Like, is that in the OG story that he gets his soul taken by Shang Tsung, or is that just from the movie?
That's just from the movie.
Because I think it showed like that was a big turning point. And this is, you got to think about it. Every character evolved. The only character that did not evolve from the beginning of the movie to the end was Raiden, because he's already a god. So like, how much stronger and badder could he get? Yeah. And obviously Shang Tsung, because he's the same. But in terms of like the hero side, every one of the heroes evolved to something more. And so Liu Kang, you know, they didn't want to show his ultimate super crazy powerful Sub-Zero. Oh, okay. That's Sub-Zero.
Combat with a C?
Sub-Zero. Combat with a C and Sub-Zero with a Z.
It's Sub-Zero. But we get it.
They didn't want to give him, you know, the all-powerful stuff, you know what I'm saying? They let him evolve into that all-powerful being with the dragon, the fire, after Kung Lao was taken. So like,
but I feel like he should already be that way because he's already from like that realm. So he should already be in the game, you know. Off bat in the game, that's how he is. Like he's the Liu Kang and Kung Lao. They're all super experienced. Maybe they can grow, you know. Obviously, they're always going to keep growing. Mm-hmm. But like, he's already like, and you can see it a little bit in him that he knows already more. That's why he's training them, or else he wouldn't be.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like, but he didn't get much of a chance. It wasn't very focused on him. So maybe we'll see more.
It wasn't really about him, you know what I'm saying?
So maybe we'll see more of him like later on.
Interesting. So it says, I'm looking at Liu Kang's history right now. He was the only character in the first game whose fatality did not explicitly murder his opponent, and also without the background dimming, because originally he was depicted as a Shaolin monk who in general have strict beliefs regarding killing and murder. However, in Mortal Kombat 2, he was given gory fatalities, as he was thereafter depicted as a renegade monk who decided to grow his hair back and who had strong Shaolin beliefs. Hey, we don't allow swearing on this podcast, Eva. Don't.
Yeah, I haven't said anything on this podcast.
That's cap. Don't do that.
What did I say?
You said the S word and you caught yourself and said crap. I heard you from the.
That's not bad. That's not bad.
Then why you switched it?
I said worse.
Oh, you definitely said worse. That's a fact. But yeah, so that was, yeah. I just enjoyed everything about the movie. I really don't have anything bad to say. Who was your favorite and least favorite character in the movie? Good or bad? I don't. We'll go either way.
Don't. I'm a grown ass woman, bruh.
Not
Next, let's see. My favorite character was Cabal, probably.
really.
Best guy. I'm a sucker
He
for
was not even
speedsters.
there for very long.
I know. I loved it. I liked the little thing he showed for me. Maybe they'll show more. I don't know. I liked Liu Kang. I'm okay with Liu Kang. I wasn't a fan of obviously everybody else was fine. Sub-Zero was like, even though he was bad, he was going crazy.
He was doing his
He was
dang.
going crazy. He had no remorse. But I hate him more now than I did before because I'm always a Scorpion guy. So I'll say Scorpion. Because he did the come get over here. He did. He took his mask off and he burned Sub-Zero. So I think I'll say my favorite one was Scorpion. Cabal close second. Liu Kang third. Feel me?
Yeah.
The one I like the least, as in like,
You could have done the whole movie without him.
I could have done the whole movie without him. Prince Kiriko or whatever. It was Shang Tsung on the throne. There's a big long thing. It was Cabal and the big guy with the
The forearms. Oh, the dude with the hammer.
Yeah.
Nah. Okay, you're right. He had no purpose in the film except for when he gets his head smashed by Jax.
That is true. Yeah. And he's like,
yup.
Yeah, these mofos really work.
I was cracking up. That he needed to be in the movie just for Jax to be able to say that. That was hilarious. I wish that they would have given Melina a better storyline. That's crazy.
She knew it. She knew the game. She knew the character. You had to look it up for the grammar. That's fine, but at least you knew the game.
Yeah. I wish they would have given Melina a better storyline because she's gross. When she licked that blood, I was like,
she said, "I don't need you. You're nobody." And then I was like, okay.
He was like, "This is not the blood of a chosen, so I don't have anything. I don't want to have nothing to do with you." And I was just like, "Excuse me, you're disgusting."
Yeah, I like it towards the end of her fight. Her mouth gets bigger, how it's like it should be, whatever. And then you can see it. It's like, yeah.
And she's like in the game too. It's absolutely, she's a gross character. I mean, she's crazy. I like her a lot.
She's like, get off my neck.
Yeah, you're gonna have to leave me alone, and that's just a fact. My favorite character, I think it's easy to say that Sub-Zero was my favorite character just because dude was crazy and he was almost unbeatable. I mean, it took two people to beat him. You know what I'm saying? He played his villain great.
They said let's do this person. You fight him, you fight her, you fight him, and then they're like, this, who's gonna fight Sub-Zero? Like, we're gonna leave it till the end. We're all gonna fight him together.
We all gonna do that together because we can't. Yeah, I would have liked to see. I would have liked to see Shang Tsung do a little bit more in the movie too.
He will.
I know he will in the next one, but again, that's going to be a while.
He didn't fight much. He didn't do anything, actually.
I think, well, and that's the thing though, because is Shang Tsung considered a god?
No. He's not. He's just like very powerful.
Are you sure? They don't consider him a god because Raiden's whole thing was the gods are not supposed to interfere, and that's like what made Shang Tsung so much of a problem, was that he was just kind of doing whatever he wanted to do and didn't want to stay according to the rules, because that was like Raiden's whole thing, and his whole problem in the movie was like, he wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, he's not like God or anything.
What's going on?
He's just a very powerful wizard or a lock.
Okay.
But, yeah.
All right. Well. So I would have been interested to see a little bit more from the characters, but I liked I actually liked Kano. I liked to hate him, and I kind of liked how he got when he put his hand through the lizard's heart and ripped it out and was holding it in his hand, and that's how he got the mark. I was like, he pulled the Indiana Jones and reached in and grabbed it. I was like, okay, I respect that. So
by lizard, I'm thinking that was reptile.
Yeah, that was reptile.
I haven't seen reptile since Mortal Kombat 9.
Yeah,
it's been a couple years.
By the way, I just got Mortal Kombat XL. A little old, but we can you know what I'm saying?
What would I want to do? I don't have the game.
I just bought it, Channy.
I have the game.
That's what I'm telling you right now.
I have the disc. I actually have the game.
Oh, XL? You have the game? Oh, that's crazy. But anyway, I just wanted to, so.
Why the hell do I want to go back to XL when we got 11?
Because
we got different characters.
There's different characters. That's what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? There's different. It's the same game, but it's just different characters. So
you're right. Yo, my bad, bro. Imagine. Who they got in that baby real quick? Let me see.
Yeah,
they got
who's different.
They got Cassie. Ermac is in that baby.
Oh, I like Ermac too.
Farah, whatever. The giant with the little thing on the back. I hate that guy. Me throwing that little thing at you.
Goro, but he was in the movie.
Yeah, Briggs, Johnny, Kano, Katana, Kodo, Kung Lao, Liu Kang, Melina, Quan Chi, Reptile. Oh, Reptile's in next. Wow.
I think I remember him. He spits green mist, fire. Shinnok.
No. He doesn't.
Green slime. That's not.
Yes, not mist. Slime.
Same difference.
No, it's not.
Shinnok's in there. Takeda's in there.
Yeah. Jason,
Predator, Tanya, that Leatherface, and Alien. I'm dead.
I'm not using any of those.
Yeah, I don't know if I get those because I'm not buying no packs for a game that was released 5 years ago. Oh, then they have other non-playable characters: Baraka, Sindel, Fujin, and Rain, and Smoke. Nightwolf.
Smoke. Wait, he's an X?
Yeah, but he's not a playable character.
I miss Smoke. Smoke was gross.
They need all the Barakas, bro. Barakas those joints are fire. They're ugly and disgusting and monsters, but
They're not called Barakas, but yeah, the Baraka guys, thingy
Baraka, whatever their race is, they're a bunch of little Barakas. That's what I'm saying. Tarkatans, that's the name of the series.
Yeah. They don't have new or new. Yeah. They don't have new and X, but they got Ermite, so it's kind of a even thing. I haven't played the story on XL. I played 9, played the whole story in 9. And Shao Kahn was hard as hell to beat, tell you that much.
These are the only 2 that are available to play. I just want to play a bunch. I wish I could go back and have other. Yeah, I just want to go back and play them all. I wish there was a way to do that.
Ken Shi's that blind guy with the sword.
Oh, interesting. So Sub-Zero was killed by Scorpion and resurrected by Quan Chi. And that's how he became Noob Saibot. Makes sense. All right. Well, anyway, my least favorite character, I don't know if I even did that yet. My least favorite character, probably the guy you mentioned. Even though he had one of the best parts of the movie, getting his head demolished and exploded. That was
that's literally yeah. It was good for that. But if he wasn't there and he did that to somebody else that it was needed, then
yeah, you're right. Also, the dude with the 4 arms, he was there.
Goro?
To advance Cole Young's storyline, but that could have been anybody.
That could have been anybody, yeah, but I mean, they had to bring like a big, like
To
scary
it
thing
was to
for.
show how powerful Cole Young really was, and to bring, so Goro, that's his name.
I said that.
Yeah. And this, yeah, see, extremely integral to the film story. I mean, I guess so, but I probably could have done without him. They could have picked somebody else, I guess. Any party?
Just blew up in my mouth.
Any final thoughts about the movie?
No, I liked it.
I think we pretty much talked about every single piece of the movie that we could. I think we're both under the impression that we're hoping that this is a thing, that they keep it going and make a couple more, because I know I will certainly enjoy watching the rest of these movies. So if you've stuck around and you've listened to this far, you pretty much know the whole plot of the movie without even having to watch it. So congratulations. And also, sorry, but we told you spoilers were coming. I love the movie, man. I really enjoyed it, and I just enjoyed Mortal Kombat, and I want to go upstairs and play it right now. I might do that, but I might also play something else. So we'll see. I don't think there's anything left to say about the movie. So without further ado, this has been another episode of AfroLatinos, ladies and gentlemen, with your co-host, Aubyn, and...
What was that?
Back, because so what happened was I was in a different place in my head doing another part of the episode, and I mixed the two. So anyway, this has been your co-host Aubyn
and Chandler.
Make sure you follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch. Follow us on all places where digital podcasts can be found: Apple, Spotify, Anchor, all the above. Make sure you follow us. Subscribe.
Nothing. Keep going.
Subscribe to us and leave a comment. Let us know how we're doing. We appreciate you. We love you. Y'all have a great night. And we'll see y'all next time. Peace, everybody.